The Odyssey is the first movie this year that I've gone to the theater twice to see it. I saw it once in the normal IMAX theater in my town, but then I went to see it in the 70 millimeter IMAX over in Mississauga. And the Odyssey comes in at 94% on the tomato meter, 97 by the audience, directed by Christopher Nolan. And it does the tale of Odysseus after the Trojan War as he faces a dangerous voyage back to Ithaca, meeting creatures like the Cyclops and the Sirens Calypso along the way. And if you saw the trailers for this, you knew that it was going to be epic right up off the bat, just from the cinematography. Christopher Nolan has always been a visionary. He's always been good at filling the screen with his IMAX vision. And trust me, it pays off in spades in the 70 millimeter. If you get the chance to see it, guys, in that format, I can't recommend it even more. And Nolan's also a master at casting. Tom Holland here is fantastic. Anne Hathaway, you know how much I feel about her. I loved her in Mother Mary. And it was, when I first saw this, it was like a tough call for me to decide which performance I like better. Did I like her better in The Odyssey or Mother Mary? I think she has more to do in Mother Mary, but she's so impactful in this movie. It's one of those things where it's like, she's so good that it's like, upon the movie itself and the spectacle, you got to go see it just for her performance. And then Robert Pattinson, I noticed it more on the second viewing. Robert Pattinson has a lot of nuance in his performance. He is engaging a lot more of a subtle look on certain things, and it helps you really, really not like his character, because Pattinson can deliver, and so does Matt Damon. I think this is probably Matt Damon's best work, and this movie is spectacle. This movie is something that you got to see on the big screen. The Cyclops and all of the mythical stuff, I think, is going to be where people will have issues, because it does try to convey it in a way that Nolan tries to hide some of it sometimes, right? We don't get to see the sirens up close. We don't see the Hydra all that well. There's an artistic way of him trying to film it. But we know that Nolan is hooked on that realistic kind of way of trying to doing things. It's just curious, though. Like there's going to be the historians out there that we saw. We saw that in the initial trailer reactions, where people were like, these are not the helmets that they would wear. They wouldn't be looking like this. And it's like, but it looks good. You know, like, those are such minor complaints. Like, I do have minor complaints about this movie, but it doesn't take away from my enjoyment of it or me recommending people to go see this, because it's just Nolan on the top of his game. Nolan at the peak of his skills right now, executing something like this, where it's just the sound design in this movie it's just phenomenal. You hear the loud booms and the screams, and the soundtrack is complementing these scenes very well. And then you just go into the essence of what the story is, of Odysseus trying to get back to Ithaca and his queen, and how there's suitors trying to vie for her marriage, right? To claim the throne. There's some politics going on in there. And all of these ingredients by Christopher Nolan make it something that makes you just kind of go, wow, you've got to check this movie out. And that's why I went to go back and see it twice, because I wouldn't be opposed to go seeing it the third time because of that spectacle. There's things about it, because it's a long movie. It does come in at the just under the 3 hour mark, 2 hours and 53 minutes. But when you're watching it for like a second time, you're like, the first time you're just going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Oh my God, I can't believe this. But the second time you're like, oh yeah. And then we still got these other cool scenes that I'm looking forward to seeing again on that big screen. And it's just like, wow. I like the commentary about the Trojan War as well. Like, you think about the fall of Troy and how much of that was a victory, right? But was it really? Was it really? And it's got those commentaries in there that I think all the political people were worried about. Like, guys, it's not waving its finger at you or anything like that. But like the fall of Troy was a massacre when you think about it, right? Um, how would people feel about that? And I like how that's addressed and handled in this movie. Let me just go back and talk about the cast here, because there are some notes here that do were do have some mentionable things going on here. Elliot Page is not Achilles, Sinon, and Sinon's a very important character in this movie, even though uh, Elliot is only in it for like maybe 2 minutes max screen time, maybe even less, guys. So throw away your trepidations about an Achilles interpretation. Achilles is not seen, Ajax is not seen, Hector, Priam's not even seen. Like the king of Troy. Paris is, I don't think, is seen. Um, yeah, it's not really about that. We do see Agamemnon, Penelope, um, but the movie's much more about Odysseus and coming back. And John Leguizamo is also really good in this. Eumaeus, um, you saw in the trailers that he's kind of like this old guy who's lost his sight. Really good performance. But people will be talking about Anne Hathaway for sure. And yeah, I think I would love to say Leguizamo as well. And Pattinson. Tom Holland is also really good in this. Like, I was worried after the MCU that Tom Holland might have trouble, and he did have trouble with movies like Cherry and stuff like that, where it's just like Uncharted, where he's just like, what is this? But this movie and Spider-Man Brand New Day show that he can act. Remember, he can act. There's a reason why he was chosen for these things. He's got more than just the face. And it was cool to see that being shown off in this movie. My few nitpicks, Mia Goth is in this. And while she's good in her scenes, it's my same argument that I had with Frankenstein. You have Mia Goth. That's all you're going to do with her? That's all you're going to do with her? Because there could have been some really cool scenes between her and Robert Pattinson with the whole political side of things that I wish you want to see more. And maybe that is a good thing, though, because just a few scenes that she was in, she was so impactful that it made me want to see more. The fact that we didn't, if we did, then maybe I would be saying that it was too overstuffed. That's the kind of thing, if that's what you're thinking, then at least you're thinking about the execution of the movie and the story, and you're realizing, no, maybe, yeah, this movie is just that well crafted. Hamish Patel is also good in this. And then Charlize Theron and Zendaya. Zendaya is fantastic. John Bernthal, fantastic. Zendaya, I liked how they worked with Athena in this, and there's a reason why she looks like the way she does. Beautifully executed. Charlize Theron as Calypso is the only other one that I wanted to bring up, and it's kind of the same argument that I had of Mia Goth, where it's kind of like, well, you have Charlize Theron, and we're not going to have any big scenes with her showing us what she can do, and there's some acting choices by Charlize where I don't really believe that she's in love with Odysseus. And that's a director's choice. We know that Charlize can deliver that. It's just we never really got that in this movie. But those are so minor, so minor. It doesn't detract from how I felt about this film. Let's go back to the tomato meter here and see what people are saying. 94% by critics, 97% by the audience. Decent films, or dissent films. Like the filmmaker's last work, Oppenheimer, The Odyssey has a downbeat, apocalyptic bent, but unlike Oppenheimer or any previous Nolan film, the new film is also centrally about what human beings owe one another. Yeah, and I like that message about humanity in this. I really do. Baltimore Magazine, still, it's Nolan's party and he can do what he wants with it. He succeeded in many ways, bringing in a classic epic poem to life, modernizing it, but certainly not in a thoughtless way, and utilizing the full range of his prodigious cinematic toolkit. Okay. Fans like it as well. Visually stunning, and the casting choices and dialogue, however you take out of it, at teams, at times causing it to fall short of being one of the best. I don't know about that. Outstanding directing with elite talent against award-winning cinematography. Yeah, this movie is going to be up for awards. Technical aspects, I think it's going to be there for cinematography, scores, production design, set design, costume design, you name it, this is going to be there. And, there's so much good things about this film that I haven't even talked about Cersei. that like he's so good in this. Samantha Morton, fantastic. Yes, I don't even want to give credence or like I don't even want to address this issue because Lupita was great in this as well. Again, it's like the argument that I was sort of trying to use for Mia Goth. She's in it for so little, but so impactful. And if you got issues with that casting, then I don't know what you're smoking because she's jaw dropping, guys. Okay. Yeah. Let's go to my score sheet for the Odyssey and wrap this up. Acting, directing, and story are of a possible 2 points each. Cinematography and score are out of 1 point. Watchability is out of 2 points. It's just one of those movies where it's hard to find a knock against it to say it's not that good. And I'm knocking down the story bit here for the historians that do have issues that the horse doesn't have wheels, because I think it was built with wheels. I think there was some mention of it, even though it was from the poem or whatever, and they had the right to reinterpret it. But there's things in there where I wanted to see a good wide establishing shot of the Hydra. But I understand that technique and approach. All the stuff in hell with with Hades or whatever on the beach, that's beautiful, beautiful work. I kind of want to watch it again. That's why I have watchability factor at 2. This is something that, out of all of Nolan's films, it's another great installment in his catalog that I think should be very proud of, and it's up there as one of my favorites. It's better than Dunkirk, better than Oppenheimer. It's got to be in contention up there with The Dark Knight and Inception and Prestige. It's just one of those movies where it's just like, whew, wow. The Odyssey. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below and we will talk about it. Hey, if you like this kind of thing, come join us here on the channel because we also are going to be talking about Spider-Man, brand new day. And then we also reviewed The Invite and Evil Dead Burn here in July. So come join us here on Mirror Domains and let me know your thoughts.